Why are there two separate standards for spelling color or other words like flavor or whatever? And which system is more correct or original? It's probably more complicated than you think. The key thing here is that English got a lot of these words from French, but French got all these words from Latin. So for instance, the Latin spelling of the word color never had that O-U-R, but then it was added in French. And that was to mark that in French that vowel kind of shifted to sound more like a U. Kind of like how in French the word for love is amour, but in Latin it was amor. Okay, so the American spelling is more original because it's based off of the Latin, and then the British spelling more accurately represents the etymological path of the word, right? If only it were that simple. The problem is a lot of these OR words aren't really from French, they're kind of just direct borrowings from Latin. For instance, the word candor, like if it were actually a French word, it'd be pronounced more like chandour, but it didn't go through those sound changes because it never really was a French word, it was kind of incorporated directly into English. But the British spelling still uses OUR. But even words like color that we know came through French often had multiple spelling variations. It's often said that Noah Webster, who standardized the American spelling, just made stuff up, but he was really just choosing spelling variants that were already in use and then just declaring them American. But there's also words like governor that were never actually spelled with an OR and aren't from Latin, but they're still spelled with an OR in American spelling. Like if it was actually borrowed from Latin, it'd be something like gubernator or like governator. Basically, both systems just stuck with one version of the suffix and then applied it to a bunch of words, even some that don't really make sense.